What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are back continuing our new and old game pickups. And man, it is like 1,000,000 degrees right now, so I'm sorry if I'm looking a little moist. Can't be helped. And today we actually got some good stuff, dude. We finally, I say this every video, we finally have some good stuff. But this video in particular, this time I really mean it. Some of this stuff has been months in the making because some of this is not even games, it's hardware. So that's exciting. But first of all, let's start it off with something very recent. And that is, this just came out yesterday as of this recording, and that is Mario Golf Super Rush. And I love the Mario Golf games, man. I love all the Mario sports games. But the golf ones in particular, I think the one I have like the most memories playing, the one I think I loved the most was GBA Toadstool Tour. That was a really, really good game because it had like this awesome story mode. It was actually legit. And this one has a story mode as well. I hear it's not the greatest, but I did jump on yesterday and just play a few rounds. And it's a lot of fun. And I think I might record a one-off video of this later on today. But Mario Golf Super Rush, gotta have it, dude. That's the thing about those like Nintendo games. There's just some titles you just gotta have. It's like you can't not have Mario Kart. It's like you just can't. What are you even doing? Another one that just came out and I've already played through this entirely and I loved it, and that is Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. And this might just be my favorite Ratchet game like in the entire series, which is kind of nuts because there's so many great games. I think this one and like A Crack in Time are probably the two standouts, and the 2016 remake was great. But this one's really, really good, man. I love the new character they introduced, Rivet. She's fucking awesome, and awesome. Honestly, I can't imagine them making another game without her. Like, she's that good. And it's almost her game. It's almost a little deceiving. She's almost the protagonist. She's definitely like the co-protagonist, but really, really good game. Also, it might just be one of the best looking fucking games I've ever played. Like, no joke. I know, you know, it's got a cartoony style and all that shit, but it fucking looks incredible, dude. One of the best looking games I've ever played. This is, I just got this because it's on sale, and this actually has been out for a little while, but this is Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And, I picked this up because it was like half off, and I hear really good things about it. And the main thing too is my girlfriend really wanted to play it because, you know, Vikings and all that shit, and she loves open world games. She loves huge open world games. It's like the bigger the better. For me, it's hard for me to like sink a lot of time into like huge open world games these days. But this one, from what I've played so far, is really, really good. And it looks incredible. That's like one thing you gotta give to these games is like, they look fucking amazing. We gotta slow down. We're going too fast. We're gonna run out of games. What the hell? But you guys might be able to hear my my cat outside the door, freaking out. Okay. Whenever I shut the door and he hears me inside, he's like, I don't know what's happening there, but I gotta be a part of it. Attention to me. Next, 360 games. This next one is I wanted to like, you know, horror is my favorite genre, so I want to like fill any gaps in the horror catalog, and that is Clive Barker's Jericho. Clive fucking Barker. I didn't even know he's got like a handful of games. I think like there's Clive Barker. He made like Undying as well, right? And this is a first-person shooter that I have never played before. And you know what? I actually hear it's not bad, and this is something that I see us playing on the channel at some point, which is probably the main reason I wanted to pick it up. Just something different, right? There's not that many horror first-person shooters, so kind of cool. Clive Barker, man, like he's been around for so long. You know, like the Hellraiser movies, stuff like that. Next up is this game is kind of like increasing in price. It's kind of like the way the series goes. Is let me just hit the mic a couple more times. Silent Hill Downpour, dude. And like, yeah, the PS3 version's definitely more expensive, but the 360 version, I don't. It's so weird how sometimes things are way more expensive on one platform than the other. I don't care, I just want to play the game. You know what I mean? So Silent Hill Downpour I picked up on the 360, and this one's getting kind of expensive. It's like, you know, there's this one and then there's Homecoming, which are like the, you know, the 360 PS3 generation Silent Hill games. And this is the newer one, and this is the one that's a little bit more sought after, a little bit harder to find. And I have them both, and I have played Homecoming before. We actually played it on the channel, and it was alright. But I hear this one's a little bit better, but I still hear it's not the greatest. So regardless, definitely gonna be playing through it, and I wanted to pick it up because the price just keeps on going up, dude. There's like, I have Silent Hill 2, I have Silent Hill 4, I wanted to buy 3, but the price on 3 right now is ridiculous. It's so absurd, dude, which is a PS2 exclusive, and it's just nuts. There is like the HD collection, which is an option, but I hear that's really bad. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do for Silent Hill 3. I really don't want to pay that $250 asking price. It's not happening. I'm not gonna do it. Konami, just put out the ports. Just do it. Should I save the best for last? Yes. Okay. I think last episode I was talking about Metroid, and we are doing a Metroid series on the channel right now. We're playing through a Metroid game a month. We're just doing the 2D games, right? In the lead up to Metroid Dread. So we just played through Zero Mission, and then next up we're gonna be playing through Samus Returns. But last episode I was talking about Metroid Prime, and I had Metroid Prime for Gamecube, and I didn't have the other games in the series. So what do you know? We got Metroid Prime Echoes, which is Metroid Prime 2. It's the second one, and I shit you not, I've only played the first game. I have not played Metroid Prime 2 or 3, and I know a lot of people are like, you know, give us that HD trilogy for Metroid Prime. It's such a meme at this point, and Nintendo is so fucking just the way they are. They'd never give people what they want. They are always giving people what they're always giving people what they think they want, which is usually not what people want. You know what I mean? Like Skyward Sword HD, everybody wants it. You know what I mean? So fuck it. Let's just pick up the rest of the Metroid Prime games. We'll make our own. Goddamn, we'll make them HD on our own. Okay. Whether it's through, we'll get there. You'll see what I'm talking about. Next up, we picked up Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. And again, I've never played this one. I hear this one's quite a bit different. It's not as like Metroidvania as the other ones. It's a bit more of a linear shooter, which, you know, whatever. I'll play it. I'll try it out. This one's on the Wii. It's got all motion controls, so, you know. But I hear it kind of works well for this game, so I'm excited to try it. These games are quite a bit larger than the 2D Metroid games, so I would love to do a Metroid Prime series on the channel at some point. We'll wait for Prime 4 for that, okay? Otherwise, we'll burn ourselves out on the Metroid. We got 5 Metroid games to play in the next, like, 4 months, so we gotta pace ourselves, dude. One down. We finished Zero Mission. And the previous Noonal Games videos, we were talking about... What were we talking about? Light gun games. And I was talking about light gun games, I was talking about Japanese imports. Jesus Christ, I got it out. I was looking into light gun games for the PlayStation, and I really wanted this classic series of light gun games called Point Blank. Point Blank were in the arcades back in the day. I remember playing them a lot. They were a ton of fun. They were just like a series of mini-games, like light gun mini-games. They're all on PS1, you know, with gun con functionality. But the problem is that they're very expensive. If you want to buy them all, like, they're not very expensive, but if you want to get each one, it's kind of, you know, it's going to add up. And so I was looking around, and I discovered something that I had no idea existed. No idea this existed at all. And this was only released in Japan, and this is the fucking Gunvari Collection, aka Point Blanks 1, 2, and 3, and Time Crisis 1, all on a single disc for the PlayStation 2. And again, I've talked about how I have a PS2, Japanese PS2. I got a the CRT setup. That's actually what's been playing in the background this whole time. And we got the setup and we can fucking play this. And I know it was cheap as hell. That's the ridiculous thing, dude. This was like maybe $18, and it had all of them plus Time Crisis 1. Are you fucking me right now? Are you serious? Jesus Christ. So super happy to discover that. And when I found out, I had to have it. It's called Gunbari. It also goes by Gunbullet. All kinds of different names, but in North America it was called Point Blank. And yeah, maybe I'll do a one-off of this one. The problem with these games though, when it comes to like capturing on YouTube though, is that CRT like gun functionality. You're really gonna be shooting. This game, you shoot a lot, rapid fire, and when that happens, the screen's always flashing. So, you know, seize your fucking warning. Okay, last thing. This has been months in the making to assemble this, okay? I was super stoked on this. So, I've talked at length about how the Gamecube is my favorite console of all time. And I want to play, there's so many Gamecube games I want to play on the channel, such as Metroid Prime 2 and the whole Prime series. But the problem with the Gamecube is that, again, with capture, it's capturing analog, which has been fine. I have a Gamecube, right? And for all the videos, I've been just capturing S-video through my FrameMeister, and it's fine, but it's not as good as it could be. So I'm just like, okay, I want to get a better Gamecube capture solution. Obviously, you could just emulate it, but I'm also a huge fan of original hardware. The problem is, my Gamecube, it only had the analog output. Here, I'll show you guys. It's right here. Oh! Okay, this was my Gamecube. It's fine. Nothing wrong with it. It works. You put the discs in, you hit power and you fucking play. No problem. The back, though, there's two different models for the Gamecube. One has an analog and one has an analog and a digital. So to get the best picture out of a Gamecube, you need that digital port. Of course, mine didn't. So I'm just like, fuck. If I want to get the best picture possible, I'm gonna need to get a different Gamecube entirely. And that's when we went down a rabbit hole, and I'm just like, okay, if we're gonna do this, let's build the ultimate fucking Gamecube, the best Gamecube you could possibly get. So we imported from Japan, like a goddamn weeb, the Orange Spice Nintendo Gamecube. It's so pretty, dude. It's amazing. We added the Game Boy player on the bottom. It's got the digital output. And then we ordered, and this one was out of stock for a while. I ordered this months ago, but it finally came in from Insurrection Industries. The Carby Gamecube digital to HDMI little converter box thing, and it takes the digital signal directly from the Gamecube and outputs it via HDMI, and it's fucking incredible, dude. It's so good. There's a ton of like different GC HD options these days. This is probably the most popular one, and it's the most affordable one, and it works amazing. And I absolutely recommend it if you do have a Gamecube with the digital port, because it makes a world of difference. Okay, it makes a fucking world of difference. But of course, Brendan, you have a Japanese Gamecube. It's fucking region locked. You can't play any of your games on it. What is you doing? And so, we imported the Japanese Orange Spice Gamecube. We added the digital output, with the Carby. We got the Gamecube Game Boy Advance player, and on top of it, we ripped out the optical drive, and we put in the GC loader. We opened it, we did the mod ourselves. It was actually pretty easy, luckily. And so now you can run all of the games off of an SD card. On actual hardware, You know, you don't have to worry about your discs, your wear and tear. You can put games on there, you know, you might not have in your collection. And, you know, on top of that, it's running all on a platform called Swiss, which is amazing. It's like a GameCube, kind of like a homebrew loader. It's fucking great. And with that, you can actually use the Game Boy interface to get really, really good picture out of the Game Boy player as well. So now all of our GameCube games look amazing. We can get all of our Game Boy games outputting to the screen as well. So you got a little Game Boy console as well. Golden Sun, no problem, dude. And it'll fucking look incredible. So this has been many months in the making, so we're going to be using this a lot on the channel. We'll be recording a lot of things with this. There's a lot of games that I've been wanting to play that I've just honestly been holding out on because I wanted to wait for the ultimate GameCube. I wanted to wait till I had everything so we can actually record things in the best possible quality. So I wanted to like replay Eternal Darkness, for instance, but I've been waiting. I wanted to play through Metroid Prime, but I've been waiting. So all of these things we can finally do now. And we can run it on actual hardware, and it's going to look incredible. So I'll throw some footage out, you know, so you guys can see just how amazing this thing works and how good it looks. The Kirby is great. We got the ultimate GameCube. We're going to be playing a shit ton of stuff on it. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it for this new and old games video. And I think we're just about caught up, man. So we'll have to probably do the next one in a little while. Might be a couple months, to be honest, while we wait to, you know, get some more stuff and talk about it on the channel. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for watching this one. Peace.